Friends, have you ever seen how Gutkha is made? And is it true that glass is mixed into Gutkha, which causes wounds in our mouths? Do you know where Gutkha is made? Friends, the primary ingredient used in making it is betel nut. Betel nuts come from this plant. Yes, betel nut farming is done here. These small trees produce betel nut fruits, and until these fruits ripen, they are carefully nurtured. When the betel nut plant matures, its fruits are harvested. The process of harvesting is quite similar. The fruits are plucked from the tree. After that, they are laid out in strong sunlight to dry. This is done to remove the moisture from the betel nut fruits so they can dry properly. When the betel nut fruit dries, it is handed over to women who extract the kernel from the fruit. You can see how these women, with their hands wrapped in bandages, carefully remove the kernels from the fruit. This work is very technical and challenging. Without even looking, they use sharp tools to cut the betel nut, dehusk the nuts using manual or mechanical tools. Next, these kernels are boiled in a dirty and low-quality red chemical. This is done so that whenever someone chews tobacco, their mouth turns red from the dye. Let me tell you, for boiling, they do not use any other wood but the bark of the betel nut tree itself, which was removed earlier. Once the kernels are thoroughly mixed with the chemical, they are laid out to dry. After drying, the betel nuts are cut into small pieces. Now the betel nuts are ready, but it's time to add the tobacco. Initially, tobacco is grown in external frames called seedbeds. In warm regions, these frames are covered with moist straw or a cotton sheet. After 8 to 10 weeks, when the tobacco plants reach a height of 10 inches, they are transferred to fields. As the plants grow, the top stems are cut to allow the leaves to grow larger, a process called topping. After 90 to 120 days, the tobacco plants are ready for harvest. The harvested leaves are then sent to a factory, where they are dried using mild heat, also known as artificial heating. When the tobacco leaves turn brown, they are separated and cut into small pieces, transforming them into raw tobacco. Real glass is added to the tobacco. To do this, glass containers are fed into a machine that grinds the glass into a fine powder. The addition of glass powder in Gutkha is a practice that, if you hold this powder in your hand, it won't cut your skin, but the skin inside our mouth is delicate. That's why, when someone chews it with tobacco, the inside of the mouth gets cut. When the tobacco comes into contact with these cuts, it causes a slight burning sensation, which intensifies the intoxicating effect of the tobacco. Next, the betel nut pieces, tobacco ingredients, and a mix of Gutkha and pan masala are combined with the glass powder and fed into a machine. Afterward, the mixture is sent for packaging.